Hello and welcome to Afro Entertainment. If you are new to this channel, please do well to subscribe and share this video. Hit the bell icon to get the latest videos. According to Dr. Mark Busin, an executive committee member at the South African Reward Association (SARA), work is not a place anymore for around half the jobs in South Africa. He is saying this because some jobs are very flexible and people can work from everywhere. Their jobs do not necessarily need people to be physically there, meaning they can actually work from home, but do the same amount of work that they were going to do in the office or even more. Busi said most people do not need to go anywhere and can work from anywhere. This comes after the COVID-19 fallout. So he is trying to suggest ways in which people can avoid the spread of the virus. So, South African companies are trying their best to suffocate the spread of the virus. So this needs people to work together and employers to be aware of the workers that need to be in the office or workplace. Another news. The world's biggest number of HIV cases are making it difficult for South Africans to fight the coronavirus pandemic, increasing the risk of more mutated versions emerging and spreading across the world. Many of the country's 8.2 million HIV-infected people are immunocompromised, and scientists revealed that the group can harbor the coronavirus for longer, enabling it to transform as it reproduces. A study of an HIV-positive 36-year-old woman revealed that COVID-19 stayed in her body for 216 days and transformed rapidly. Most of South Africa's HIV-infected people are poor and marginalized. Most of them reside in poor areas where they cannot easily access the vaccines. The government is trying everything they can to make sure that everyone accesses the vaccine. They are trying to avoid people dying from the COVID-19 virus. A lot of people have died of COVID-19, and that is why the government is trying their best to make sure that people get vaccinated. But there are still people who do not want to take the vaccine due to their own reasons. Another news still concerning COVID-19. While nothing is certain, we have a huge lot of evidence on which to collect some sensible presumption in regards to how the pandemic will progress all through the next year or somewhere around there. COVID may not be the underlying time a COVID has caused an unpailing overall pandemic. It's been speculated that the Russian flu, which emerged in 1889, wasn't actually influenza, yet was achieved by another COVID, OC43. The Russian flu pandemic caused 4 or 5 surges of contamination over the going with 5 years, after which it seemed to evaporate. In England and Wales, most of the bouncing passing it caused were restricted to 1890 to 1891. OC43. The conceivable explanation really circles today, but even so causes outrageous disease. While antibodies do reduce transmission, they don't hinder illness to an adequately serious level to demolish the disease. For sure, even before the Delta variety appeared, we were seeing twofold vaccinated people both getting the disease and spreading it to others. As vaccination are somewhat less fruitful at engaging Delta stood out from various sorts of the disease, the short-acting post-immunization has created. Resistance to defilement furthermore starts to vanish not long in the wake of getting a resulting inoculation segment. Also, considering the way that immunity to infection is neither inside and out nor very solid, swarm safety is unreachable. This implies COVID-19 is likely going to become endemic, with step-by-step tainting rates evening out depending upon how much safety and mixing there is across the general population. Without a doubt, emerging examinations still in preprint. In this way, expecting study by various specialists suggests that insusceptible protection against making characteristics COVID-19 appear to vanish. Nevertheless, protection from genuine disease created either by vaccination or standard tainting is any more extended preserving. It moreover doesn't have every one of the reserves of being lost while standing up to new varieties. Doubtlessly, for the other human COVID, by a long shot, a large portion of sicknesses are either asymptomatic or most definitely a delicate infection. The signs are there to suggest that COVID-19 may end up being something particularly the same. A pandemic with various endings. How COVID-19 will end will change, beginning with the country, then on to the following. Unexpected generally upon the degree of people immunized and how much infection has occurred. In this way, how much typical safety has created since the start of the pandemic. Among those with prior resistance, it's been shown that COVID-19 will overall be less limited. Additionally, as more people's safety is upheld as time goes on by standard reinfections or allied immunization, we expect a growing degree of new pollution to be asymptomatic or most ideal situation cause delicate sickness. The contamination will remain with us, but the sickness will end up being fundamental for our arrangement of encounters. Thanks for listening, and please do well to leave your comments in the comment section.